Welcome to the Just Bake channel. This is the channel where we do things and say stuff. Lil Mattress here, recapping the Ultimate Madness 3 Battle Tournament on the URL TV platform and Caffeine TV. Serius Jones versus Rum Nitty. This is one of those that in the beginning, I kind of felt akin to Official and Cortez, with Cortez specifically and Serius Jones specifically, where I said in my own head, this guy's been around a long time. This isn't a dude who isn't any good. You know, like Vince Carter was in the league forever and Vince Carter was still the fucking man. So for people giving Serius Jones zero chance, that shit was weird to me because there was a poll up there to where it was literally like 91% to 9% Rum Nitty's going to take this shit. Lot of controversy about this battle online. I will say I would not want to be a judge of this battle, because I'll let the cat out the bag first. I don't know who won. I've watched the battle back twice now. I don't know who won. If this was not a judged battle, every person alive that watches battle rap would say, yo, this shit was a classic. Every single person would be saying that. Of course, I don't mean every single person. You're going to have who you think won, but it was a close one. That's why battles are not judged these days, but unfortunately in the tournament, battles have to be judged. But I would not have wanted to be a judge, because this is where it comes up of, man, you voted for him because of whatever the fuck. Like one of the judges in this battle even said Serius lost because he was making faces during the battle, which I don't know what the fuck criteria you're going by. That's crazy. Like you guys should have just went, let the fans vote on it. But then unfortunately that Rum Nitty is more of a fan favorite, so that's tough to choose. But there has to be a winner, there has to be a loser in this situation. It's an unfortunate situation. If 100K wasn't on the line, like I said, everybody would have just called this a classic. Serius Jones starts off round one, accusing Rum Nitty of gang hopping, of, click hopping, all that other shit. You've been in more sets than a cast director. Are you an actor or an extra? Dope wordplay. Serius packed a ton of shit into his rounds, and I think it's good and it's bad at the same time, because these are judged battles. Of course, the battle is going to live on forever on the internet, but because they are judged battles, putting so much stuff in, there's always going to be a chance that people aren't going to catch everything. Like I said, I watched this battle back twice to catch more bars to write down, because Serius, he packed a whole lot into his first round. Serius comes out the gate talking about the situation that's been all over the internet with ARP, and I had to pull out the big K for smack and all that type of shit. With just, you got to get it out the way. it's the elephant in the room. Put your head up against your own car tire, since they say I hold bitches against their own will. Going into they said he got caught human trafficking for pimping and wild shit. But cool lines to explain what was going on. Beat this bitch on stage. I'm going to show y'all what Ike Turner meant. Okay. Talking about, and too many people that battle Rum Nitty, they're going to do the murder red rum shit. So he had one of those, couple Walmart bars, beef back cow spine. Did him dirty, clean up on aisle 9. Walmart bars is something that Rum Nitty's going to have to deal with for a long time. Clean round, definitely a super clean round by Serius Jones. Had his shit memorized. Rum Nitty comes out talking about Big K ARP situation. Homeless, you don't have a room to lose. Homeless, you don't have room to lose. He don't even got a phone, ice voice, shit like that. This is a near-death experience, gonna make you want to take life serious. That shit is dope. Just talking to him. Leave your old wolf stuffed inside taxidermy. They both came out swinging in the first round. I'll say for these battle rappers too, their first rounds were good, but I don't know if their first rounds were their best rounds. Round 2, Jones comes out. Serius Jones had Coupe de Ville drive, Cadillac scheme. You got the desert, but your swag is drier than your habitat. Referring to the gun. You got the Desert Eagle, but swag is dry. He had wordplay, man. He was doing his thing. Who said Big Soldier ain't from the hood? That was a good fucking line. With Serius Jones is also, he's got that comedy too, which a lot of people in battle rap have completely forgot about. But comedy fucking hits. Like Big K is really funny. Serius Jones is really funny. Charlie Clips is really funny. There's, what's his name too? Hollow the Don is really funny. There's rappers that can put together that gangster shit, and you know what? You know how a big thing in rap is, for the lady, girls fucking laugh. And when Serius Jones is making jokes, a whole lot of girls were laughing. And I mean that in a good way, on his side. So that is one aspect that Jones being a veteran and being that well-rounded, I think some comedy, not all comedy, but some comedy really does help in these situations. Serius Jones, I asked him in AZ if life is a bitch and then you died. He said, nah, it's too hot for all that. You know, like just bars like that, man. Once again, of course, I'm paraphrasing. You like strippers on their period? No, well, that's a disgrace. Why you let twerk get it popping with a red rag in your face? You know, the whole gang shit. And the gun bars when he says he was, oof. Once again, the comedy, man. The comedy really gets people open because even if you got the most stern-faced motherfucker, that comedy will get them to, like, they'll go, and they don't even want to laugh, but, you know, you break down their cool a little bit. And the gun bars when he said he's dressed in a blue vest, bandana on, making sure it shoots straight. He had a blue vest on with a price gun, like, boop, price check on toothpaste. Those are funny bars. For people that are way too fucking serious, they're going to stand there stone-faced and be a dickhead about it, but it's battle rap, man. All that stuff is encompassed into it. Rum came out talking about the ARP situation, about Jones' excuses in the ARP situation. A lot of wolf flips, talking about he was crying wolf. You get in that bag, fresh tag. If the coroners come to pick up anybody, it's going to be Serious. Dead ass. Nice wordplay there. Nice double entendre. Talking about knife play, give this pimp a butterfly like Kendrick. Once again, nice wordplay. Rum Nitty's known. He's known. Rum Nitty talking to him about you dead soon, you washed up and get less views. His main organ struck once his aorta fucked up like the drive-thru. You know they fuck up your order in the drive-thru constantly. And sometimes you'll even sit there and look at the food and they try to tell you to move on. It's like, no, you're going to make sure my shit's right because we're going to take care of this shit now. It happens like that. But yeah, no, Rum Nitty always got some shit. Like I said, fuck up the aorta, the heart and the aorta. Bars. Rum Nitty, shell hit his scalp. I'll take this face off to Serious. I'll air this bitch out. Just good shit, man. Just nice wordplay. Both hard-hitting rounds. Like I said, I would not want to judge this battle because it's definitely preference. If it's like, do you like the comedy with the gangster or just the gangster? And even, you know, Rum's got some hilarious shit in there too, but it's, man, like I said, I wouldn't want to judge it. Round 3, Jones. Don't talk to me about no small rooms. You think he made noise because he turned up on a couple volumes. If you pay attention, smack volume, 1 through whatever the fuck. Jones basically talking about how he's a bigger rapper and been around longer doing it. I keep pills buried and I open up biscuits and the can will bust as soon as I twist it. Okay, we got Pillsbury dough bars. Not too bad. He did a quick airport scheme. That was all right. Knock your dick in the dirt. Oh, whenever anybody says knock your dick in the dirt, it's just funny. Knock your dick in the dirt, literally fuck where you from. Okay. He had a nuts on the drum Step Brothers bar. It hasn't been overused, but it has been used before. He had bars memorized, man. That's what I'll say, especially in both of these cats. Neither one of these cats stumbled. They were both super prepared. Jones had bars, kept going. And you could tell that Jones, once again, like I said, he was trying to squeeze as much in as he could because he was rapping really fast. Not like, he wasn't chopping, not like, but he was getting to it. He was rapping fast. He got cut off and he wasn't happy about it because he even said, no, man, I know this round was 2 minutes and 25 seconds, but the hard cutoff's at 2:30 from what they said. And if you stop at all, which he did, it was, all the cutoffs were fair in my opinion. Like I said, I wasn't timing shit down to it, but it is what it is. He had his bars memorized. I give him so much credit for that. I give Rum Nitty so much credit for, they both came prepared. Rum Nitty, you're one slip away from becoming another Adi Boom. Basically talking about his jail record, how just things aren't really going right in his life. That type of shit. How you let that brother punch you in your shit like that, especially in front of your bitches. You can't pimp like that. Then you want to go home and be all aggressive. She's going to be like, why didn't you hit him like that? Man, for as much as it's over talked about, that is still going to hit for a long time. Those bars, anytime anybody battles Serius Jones, it's going to eventually get passe and super, super, super old. Right now, it's just kind of old, and if you can still make it funny, it's still going to be funny. People are still going to react, especially because it's not a rumor. It was on camera, him unfortunately getting hit by Math Hoffa, but shit is what it is. You fucked up a lot of opportunities because your glass chin like that. If it wasn't for you, Daylight would have been on Smack. Now that was one where even I didn't catch it the first time, and it looked like Serius Jones was like, what are you talking about? But then I thought back on it. That was the event, if I'm remembering correctly, that Daylight was supposed to be on. And the event got shut down because of that fight, so Daylight was never on the battle. So that was an interesting one. That was a dope bar. Rum Nitty talking about the red light TikTok trend. Rum also had whoever try me for sure. They're getting smoked. I grabbed the nose, ear, and cap. Looked like a third base coach. There's things to put together there. It was dope. It was dope. Paraphrasing, of course. Rum Nitty, ARP gave you a name I know you can't stand. 30 out the K. Blam and put 23 in his cartoon like Space Jam. You know, pretty inventive because now ARP, of course, calling him Cartoon Jones. Said it before, I'll say it again. I'm glad I wasn't a judge for this battle because either way they judged, people were going to complain. The battle goes to Rum Nitty. Serius Jones is pissed. Completely understand that. He just got out of jail. He really could have used this money, I'm sure. Just like anybody could have used this money. But his personal situation, of course, he would like this money. This is the exact thing that we all talked about before these battles started because they're going to be judged battles. Whenever there's judged battles, especially if anything is close, this is how it goes, man. And if it goes to the fan vote, you know how that goes. That's not fair either. Lesser of two evil, it's a tough situation. But stay here for more reviews. Like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. Guns, bushes, bird gang. This is Just Big Channel where we do things and say stuff.